Hey everybody, welcome to the Next Generation podcast. So today I'm going to discuss the Square One documentary directed by YouTuber Danny Wu. I just want to start off by giving Danny just so much just love and just commend him on how well this documentary was executed because he did what Dan Reed could not and would not do. Dan Reed, you could tell with Leaving Neverland that the end goal, it was just a smear campaign. Nothing in that documentary could be proven. It's not even a documentary. Nothing in that film could be proven. In fact, the things that were said were inconsistent and were debunked by regular people like you and me and supported by other sources of information. And with Danny Wu's documentary, I just really appreciated that it started off basically the point of this documentary was to show how all of these other allegations came into play. And it all started off with one case, which was the Chandler case. And everything was put in chronological order so we can understand how things played out. There was a lot of legal information and legal history so we can understand why certain things were put into place when it came to the court cases as to why the civil case preceded the criminal and then how that, that's not a thing anymore and why that was detrimental to Michael's case. I like the fact that we got to hear from a Jackson family member. We got to hear somebody who actually was working for Jordan Chandler's lawyer, who is none other than Geraldine Hughes. We got to hear from somebody who actually had some kind of relationship or association with Jordan Chandler. We also got an investigative journalist, Charles Thompson, who's well researched in the Michael Jackson case and the laws surrounding the case, whether if it could be applied or not. It was so just well balanced. And it was just so well-rounded because you could have just got a whole bunch of Jackson family members and they could have all said the same thing. But you got to see the case from different eyes. And it was so good. And I don't want to go too much into the documentary because I feel that it would be better for people to watch it. Just fully watch it. Also, I feel like one of the greatest things about this documentary was the fact that it shed light on how the media played such a role in the allegations. Just how the media was just what's the word I'm looking for? The media just made everything so explosive. And that was important to see because we got to see how other allegations came to be because the media was always just trying to highlight this and that it was so important and how the media can make people who it showed that the media could get people to say anything because there's a lot of incentive in reporting a salacious story. And oh my God, that was just, it needed to be said. It needed to be said, and it was well executed in this documentary. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say. Also, I love the fact that this documentary was not about Wade and James. It wasn't I'm gonna debunk everything you said in a documentary. No, it was about how you based your lie off of an old case. So Jordan Chandler was the foundation and how all these other lies came on top of it and how the foundation was based on a lie. So that means that your allegations are rooted in falsehood. And I loved it. It wasn't about attacking Wade and James. There was a little part, where they were mentioned, but it wasn't even about them. It was just about, this is what you guys don't know, or this is what people don't want to look into, and I'm going to bring it to the table and show you why A through Z is important and how one thing led to another. Just overall, Danny, I just want to say, and I don't know if he's going to be watching or listening to this, but as a young man of color, there's so many obstacles that you're going to face. And the fact that you are so young, a man of color, and you felt driven and unafraid to put out such valuable piece of information like this is so just heartwarming to me as a woman of color, and just as a young person also, because we often feel that we're limited and that we can't do what others can do, or that we're not old enough, or that we don't fit into what succeeds in this country or in this world. And I'm just so honestly proud and just happy that I've watched this documentary, because it has motivated in so many other ways that you don't even understand. And I know that the Jackson family is so grateful to you for putting out this documentary, because we needed something positive to speak on Michael. We needed the truth to come out. We needed people to understand that a crazed fan, or that a fan, or that somebody who believes that in Michael's innocence is not because that they're just a fan, but because there's so much research to support our ideas, and the fact that this man was just extorted and was just attacked by the media and by other people because of their just selfish needs and their greed, and that it was overlooked, and that he went through all this. Like, no person should ever have to deal with that, ever. And the fact that you brought that to light, I'm so proud. I don't know you, but I'm just so proud. This was an amazing documentary, and I urge anybody watching this video to take the time out to watch it. Amazing. If this is another thing, as well executed as this was, the fact that a young man on YouTube could actually put out something like this says a lot about the crap that Dan Reed tried to pull. And it says a lot that we can do anything. That if you believe in something enough and you have the faith, and that you are motivating, you're driven, and you put in the work to do a great thing, great things are going to come to you. I'm telling you, Danny, great things are going to come to you, because not because of this documentary, and also because of your motivation and your drive. So y'all, that's all I want to say. Please watch the documentary. I'm going to link it, hashtag it, all of that. Share it with your friends. If you like this video, please like it. If you're new here and you appreciated the content, you liked what I said, please subscribe and share with other people that you feel may be interested. So until next time, guys, see you later.